Weather is cold, it's bleak and it's grey, and summer seems so far away.
Have the winter blues got an icy grip on you? Well, they say you can't bottle sunshine, but the tropical taste of summer does come in a packet.
That's much better.
Aloha! In this week's product check, we'll compare 4 instant orange and mango drinks. The Pam's brand is the cheapest of the 3. You'll get 3 70-gram sachets for 99 cents. At $1.05 for a 15-gram sachet, Weight Watchers is the next cheapest. You'll get 3 80-gram sachets of orange and mango Raro for $1.35. While the most expensive of the 3 brands is the Hansel's VitaFresh. You'll get 5 90-gram packs for $2.49. But how much drink do you actually get for your dollar? Well, 1 sachet of each brand makes 1 litre, or around 5 glasses of drink. So at 33 cents per litre, the Pam's brand is the best value for money, and at more than 3 times the cost, the Weight Watchers is the most expensive. They say imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. But it's also true that the pretender really offers an improvement on the original. Oh, terrible. So can the same be said about 4 brands of instant orange and mango drink? All 4 brands contain a variety of additives which imitate different qualities of orange and mango juice. These include a clouding agent to mimic the opacity and texture of fruit juice. And while the VitaFresh contains so-called natural colours, the other 3 brands contain at least 2 artificial colourings each. All 4 brands also contain flavour, presumably orange and mango, and acidity regulators to add a citric tang. So instant orange and mango certainly looks like the juice equivalent. Can you pick the real thing from our 4 glasses of instant? And the average cost per litre of the instant drinks is less than 1/3 the average cost of these 3 juices.
But with all of our brands, a true cocktail of additives, that's got to make them worse for you than the fruit juice they're imitating, right? Let's ask a scientist.
There's no evidence that these additives are any problem whatsoever in powdered drinks, or for that matter in any food. They've never been found to be a problem at the levels they're used at. It's completely safe, end of story.
But what about your vitamins? Fresh mangoes are high in vitamins A, B6 and C. And fresh oranges are also high in vitamin C. None of the brands of powdered drink have ever been anywhere near the fruit, so surely you'd be better off with juice. Well, not necessarily. A juice may contain far more orange than mango, which means they'll only contain traces of vitamins B6 and A. And while they are likely to be high in vitamin C, some of our powdered drinks can make the same claim. The VitaFresh contains the most with 40 milligrams per glass. That's your whole recommended daily intake. While with Zip Zero Zilch, the Weight Watchers contains the least vitamin C. But none of the instant drinks contained as much vitamin C as the orange and mango juices we bought, which average 75 milligrams per glass. So as instant orange and mango's cheap, the additives check out, and most brands contain vitamin C, you might think you'd be sweet as to drink as much as you like. One problem though, most of them really are.
Sweet as.
Oh, I hope it's a boy. In fact, a 200 milliliter glass of the sweetest brand, VitaFresh, contains 17.2 grams of sugar. That's more than 4 teaspoons. But compared with the 3 juices we bought, all 4 instant drinks contained less sugar. The Weight Watchers brand in particular living up to its name, with just 1/5 of a gram per glass. Unfortunately though, there's more trouble in paradise. Even if all the powdered drinks were sugar-free, because of the added citric acid, they're still bad for your teeth if you drink a lot of them. But because all 3 brands are a good source of vitamin C, contain less sugar, and are cheaper than the juice they imitate, there's definitely a case to say instant orange and mango is an improvement on the real thing. Now it's over to our product check family, the Drews, to find out which brand tops the taste test. Get ready, folks. Here comes the sunshine.
I like the green sample because it wasn't too sweet. It had a really orangey flavour to it, and it wasn't too diluted, so it was my number 1.
It had a good orange flavour and tasted nice and sweet.
The blue sample was my second favourite. It had a very strong mango flavour. It tasted a little bit artificial, but was quite refreshing.
It had the perfect sweetness and a refreshing orange taste.
Purple sample had a sweet, pungent smell to it, good mango flavour, but it had an unpleasant aftertaste for me.
Tasted very artificial, was quite watery and didn't really have a lot of flavour.
The red sample was my least favourite. Tasted like it had too much sweetener and the flavour was artificial. The flavour was far too concentrated, extremely sweet, and it wasn't refreshing at all.
So VitaFresh was the family favourite, but with all of our tests considered, it's Raro that wins out overall. Congratulations, Raro. Bring on the summer.
The last stop in our trial of piercing studios is Be Tattooed in Manukau. Remember, we're sending in an actress that's under 16 and can't legally be pierced without parental or guardian consent.
Hey guys, all right, come through here.
The designated treatment area is directly behind the counter, where he inspects and measures where the piercing will go using calipers. He then selects a bar that's long enough. So far, there's been no age check and we haven't signed a consent form. Our actress is underage and she needs a parent's or guardian's consent. He grabs a tissue from a pile we're told he prepares daily to work off. He still hasn't put gloves on. Then he grabs a needle to make the actual piercing. He then takes it out of its sterile container, but it still has a plastic sheath covering the steel blade. He now puts latex gloves on and then sprays alcohol to disinfect the area that is to be pierced. He grabs a ruler and a felt pen to mark the ear. Both have been wiped down with alcohol, that's good. He then wipes the pen off on his glove. Our actor is nervous, so he gives her some tissues to squeeze. That's considerate. But he then wipes back her hair, contaminating his gloves.
Gotta be my clamp holder.
Our director assists. He's using clamps to hold the ear in position and also because the pressure partially numbs the area. But before he can pierce her, our actress pulls out.
Oh, it's going to cost you $20 for the stuff I got out. I can't use any of this again.
They pay $20 and leave. So no consent form was signed and the technician needed to have checked ID. Our actress was underage, but Be Tattooed and Piercing Studio in Manukau was willing to break the law and pierce her, which isn't good enough. So we've given them 5 out of 10 and they respond.
The actress looked over the legal age of 16, thus we didn't ask for identification. And further, we also need to get our clients to fill in and sign the necessary consent form.
So in our trial tonight, we've seen that unsafe hygiene practices let most of the piercing studios down. If you want a piece of your anatomy pierced, ask to see the equipment and ask to see how it's sterilised. Make sure that gloves are worn, and remember, whenever the skin is broken, there is always a risk of infection. Next week on Target, bought a lemon? Sanjay thinks he did when this BMW started smoking on the way home from the car yard, and they won't give his money back. We get appliance repairers into the hidden camera house. The lack of mandatory testing will shock you. And find out which brand of strawberry yoghurt is best for you and your family. Target tests were done independently by SGS New Zealand Limited.